Hello! So in this video I'm going to show you how to create a messy quiff. It's got the big quiff at the front coming up and over, and then lots of texture through the back into the middle, giving support to the front. Basically it's just a quiff, but it's got more texture and it's got more movement, so it doesn't look so neat, so regimented and so styled. For this style I'd recommend 4 things. A hair mousse, I'm using L'Oreal Studio Line Boosting Gloss. A hairdryer, a hair paste to add definition and structure. I'm using Fudge Matte Head, and a hairspray. I'm using Silver King Classic Maximum Hold. My hair is a clippered back and sides with the top left long. It's a 0 into a 1, and then it's been left disconnected. And then on top, I've kept all my length slightly shorter at the back, and then longer at the front for that quiff. So now you've got everything you need. Let's do it. Start with clean and towel dry hair. I've just washed and conditioned mine. What that means is it's just still slightly damp to the touch, but it's not totally soaking. Next, you need to decide what way you want your quiff to go. Now, I always recommend to push your quiff in the opposite way that your hair grows. By doing this, you get automatic volume and more texture. So, my hair grows from my left to my right, but I'm going to flip it. I'm going to push it up from the right to the left. And even now, you can see it's got more volume. Now grab your mousse. Squeeze into your hand. I'm going to use about this amount, so a nice little mountain of mousse. Next, you're going to cover your hair in mousse, making sure that it's coated from root to tip. Now that my hair is totally covered in mousse, I'm going to grab my hairdryer. For this, I'm going to use the medium heat setting, which is the second one, just because it's enough hot air to give it volume, and it's also not going to dry my hair out. If on your hairdryer you find that you need to have a hotter heat or a lower heat, just change to suit yourself. Although you can use a round brush for the drying, I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm just going to push from the roots up to the tip of the hair, and I'm just creating that quiff-like motion. And I'm going to continue that motion through the front, into the middle, into the back, and then repeat if I need to. So let's go. Okay, my hair is now feeling and looking suitably volumized, and it's dry. Now it's time to add a little bit more definition just to mess it up slightly. Grab your styling paste. You're not going to use very much paste at all. If you use too much, your hair is going to look overstyled and it's going to look greasy. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit. There you go, about a pea-sized amount. And with any product, before I put it through my hair, I'm going to rub it into my hands just to warm it up and ensure that there's no clumps in it. Using a brushing motion, I'm just going to touch the surface and the tips of my hair just to try and create that quiff. At this point you might have the quiff that you want, and it might look suitably messy, and it's just how you like it. So you can grab your hairspray and set it all in place. If not, just play around with it a bit more. You can pull on individual strands, or you can pull into it, or add slightly more paste just to add some more texture into the centre, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. What I like to do to make it more messy is just to push it from the back to the front. And what this does is actually just provide a bit more structure to the front. So that means the quiff has got more support and it's going to stay up. Just pulling at it slightly. Sort of kneading the hair. Just separating some of those strands at the front so that it doesn't look just like a massive wave of hair, but it looks like it's just slightly messier. I think we're almost there. Deliberately leaving some of these bits a bit astray. I think this is about it. So I'm fairly happy with that. Because it is a messy quiff, it's never going to look perfect. If it looked perfect, it wouldn't be a messy quiff. If you've got longer back and sides, you might want to get a bit more paste and just push them down. Or if you want it extra messy, you can pull out on them, pull them in any direction you want. You can push them up, down, sides. Just be a bit creative with it. Although we want it to be a messy quiff, I would say if you've got any flyaways or any stray bits of hair that just won't do what they're told, grab your hairspray and you're going to spray directly onto your hand, not into your hair. There we go. And it's the same brushing motion that we used with the paste, so it's just touching the surface of the hair. And you're just going to lightly brush the side of the hair. What this does is the stickiness of the hairspray picks up the flyaway or the stray hair, sticks it to your hand, and then you can just place it where you want it. Same for the other side. And the very final step is just to hairspray it all into place, just so it stays messy all day. And that is it done. All in place, all ready, all messy, all quiffy, done. So what we've got is the big quiff coming up and over. We've pulled at it slightly to give it more texture, and we've also done the same at the back, into the centre, and pulling just to give it more structure behind the front quiff. The actual quiff at the front is coming up and over the opposite way my hair grows. I've also pulled at it, added some putty in to add more texture, more definition, and a bit more mess. And I've done the same at the back. You can see here, I've just tugged away and also pushed it forward slightly to add more structure and support to the front. And it's that easy. You can go as messy as you want, as neat as you like. It just depends how you feel. Thank you very much for watching my video. As ever, please do like it, hate it, just rate it please. If you want to see any of my other hair tutorial and how-tos, then please do pop over to my channel and check them out. And also make sure you subscribe, because if you do that, you see the videos as soon as they go live. And that's it. Bye bye.